Morning, everybody. It's Wednesday morning, the day before Thanksgiving. Ought to be a quiet day, but we did have a lot of information here, so let's get right to it. Asia slightly higher, Europe slightly lower. All of tomorrow's numbers and some of today's numbers all lumped into today. Claims 213,000. That looked like it was unchanged from last week, but last week was revised up to 215,000. So 213 versus 215. The continuing claims, 1,907,000. That's the highest number since 2021. Durable goods orders up 0.2. Ex-transportation and defense up only 1/10. Revision from last month from 0.5 down to 0.4. GDP, second look, unchanged, 2.8%. Trade, the worst number since 1989, a negative 99.1 billion. All of these numbers taken together did nothing. The Dow, which at 7 o'clock was up 3, at 8 o'clock was down 6, is currently up about 50. The Nasdaq, which was down 57 to down 48, currently down 32. And the S&P, which was down 9, followed by down 9, is currently down 4. So really nothing. Interest rates, mortgage rates, ticked down a little bit. 6.8 versus 6.9. The average market mortgage now 439,200. Apps were actually up 12%, but apps for refinance were down 3%. Chart on the screen is the dollar index, which, based on the ceasefire, for some reason they're quoting, is down a little. It has come down from being over 108 the end of last week to today's 106.3. So it is coming down. It's getting back to support at 106 if you look at it on a little longer term basis. On the weekly, you can see that we in fact have made a slightly higher high for the first time since we broke to the downside back in November of 2022. As far as other information, we had earnings. Dell beat by 9 cents but missed on revenues and projected Q4 earnings and revenues below consensus. The stock is 124 and change, down 12%. HP, which is HPQ, inline, stock is 35.76, down 334 or 8.5, also on the January quarter guidance below consensus. Nordstrom with a slight beat of 11%. Inline revenues, prediction of inline earnings per share for 25. Stock is basically unchanged. Workday beat by 13 cents, beat on revenue, but the stock has had such a great run. 238.50, down $32 or 11.7%. Autodesk beat by a nickel, reported inline, guided above consensus for revenues and inline for earnings per share. Stock is $293. That's down 25 or 8%. And CrowdStrike, a big name, they beat by 12 cents. They beat on revenues. They guided only inline for both earnings for Q4 and revenues. The stock is $349.65, and that is down $14.65. I sent out an email to all subscribers this morning. The Stock Traders Almanac put out its December information a little bit early this week because of the holiday. There's a discussion on the Santa Claus rally, January effect, and what the quadruple witch at the end of December should hold. So that'll be in this week's letter, but it did go out tonight. As far as the rest of the futures markets, we have the gold up slightly on this, on the dollar being down, silver up, grains basically mixed and unchanged, oil up 30 cents, nat gas down 18 cents. I'm telling you, this is getting ready for a fairly major move. The volatility, the velocity of this, even though it's an inside week this week, let me go to a daily and give you a hint of how volatile this is getting. I mean, this is an up 16-cent day. This had been an up 8-cent day after being up 18 cents. Then we had a new recovery high with a range of 40 cents. A bounce back, and this morning down 18 and a half. So this market is getting ready for something. You look at it on the weekly, and you go out a couple of years, and you see this is an important area. This area around 360. We could easily get back to $5, but this uptrend is very suspicious. This has been a short covering rally. You can see open interest down while the price is moving up. So we'll have to see how this one actually breaks. In any event, there you have it, folks. I'll be back. Have a great holiday, and I'll be back on Friday with an abbreviated pre-open.